Real Action is brought to you by Pertec, with 103 service and supply centres around Australia for all your hydraulic and industrial hose requirements. G'day, welcome to Real Action. Michael Guesty. I've got Dale Barra on the show today, who's going to show us a few tips, hopefully, on catching mud crabs, one of my favourite things to eat. The stowaway Jack Nolan's on board as well. Mud crab's one of your specialties, there's no doubt about that.
Definitely, yeah, I've done a few years now crabbing, and we've got perfect conditions today, so hopefully we can get amongst them.
Oh, I'm loving the confidence.
We love the confidence
oozing from my new best mate here, Dale. I'd love to see a couple of mud crabs. Lots of things to do in the Burdekin region besides crabbing. Very, very good crabbing here, but Barramundi, we're talking finger mark, grunters, all sorts of things just in this sort of offshore area, out of the creek system. Barra's all through here. Too many things to do. Jack Nolan's thinking, I'm vibing, I'm going to throw the cast net. Let's get stuck into it. First things first, how about we put some pots in, eh?
Definitely, let's get amongst it. Yeah, any shallow, nice looking bank like we have behind us here sort of thing, we'll be definitely in for a chance.
I figured we pulled up here for a reason. You went, right, stop here, Guesty, this looks pretty good. And I get that. So when that water's right up in the back of those mangroves, the crabs are up in there as well. So it brings them back down. We had a cracking day fishing out of Burdekin yesterday offshore. Unfortunately, Dale wasn't with us, but we had a pretty good time out there, didn't we? And
we got some nice fish.
Got some big nannies. We had a great time. Big largemouth nanna guy, which we kept. And we're going to use, using all of the fish here at the end of the day, really. So we've kept the fillets, and the backbone's really good to smoke, and then the heads we're going to use for our crab bait. So using the resource totally, which is a cool thing to do. So we're going to drop these traps in, leave them sit for a while, and come back. So if you're putting a trap in, how long do you generally let them sit for?
Anywhere over an hour is sort of a good soak, but ideally 24 hours is the perfect sort of time. Give them plenty of tide to fish, and yeah, be in for your best chance.
Yeah, good stuff. I like that, a good soak. I like the sound of that. All right, let's go drop them in, eh? All right. So that's our first pot in, Dale. Now, what distance, how far apart do we want to put them?
You probably want to spread your pots out a couple 100 metres each, at least, apart. You sort of want to spread them out over a couple different areas so you don't put all your eggs in one basket. Yep. So you've got more chance of catching a crab sort of thing.
Yeah, righto. No, let's go. All right, so this one's all good to go. I've got all my details on that plastic tag on the top. We've got my details on the float, so I think we've done everything correctly legally there. How many pots per person in Queensland?
4 pots per person, yeah.
We got 4 between the 3 of us, so we're not even close to where we need to be. So, all right, let's get a couple more in and we'll keep going.
Righto, Guesty, chuck him in.
Right there, mate. Make sure it lands flat.
Beautiful.
I've got a little weight on the rope too, just to keep that excess rope down. She's in, brother. It's a great looking beach here, so we're going to throw a cast net around. Well, mainly mullet here, not so prawns more in your creek mouths.
Yeah. Yeah, probably had a chance of like a legal size whiting. They're good bait for a barra or finger mark or something.
Yeah, excellent. And there's a bank here to fish. There's stuff out the front. Lots of options. So we're just looking for those little ripples inside that little sort of shallow bay. Who's throwing the cast net? Are you going to do it? I reckon.
We'll let the
go to Queensland.
I'll try.
Oh, yes, Dale. Sensational, mate. What do we get?
Perfect size.
Oh, yes, that's what we wanted to see. I'll dig those fellas out. Now that, I've got to tell you, that is a bait for a finger mark, a barramundi, a big grunter, anything's going to eat that.
Definitely, that is ideal.
They're crackers. So what sort of yellow-eyed mullet?
Yeah. They're a bit more slimy than the ones you get up the creek, the mudgut mullet, but they still do the treat just nicely.
A few more and that'll be job done right there.
There's nothing better than a day on the water, but you want to make it home safely. So remember, one of the most important pieces of safety gear is your life jacket. 8 out of 10 boaters who have drowned in New South Wales waters were not wearing one. The new jackets come in a range of designs so they won't get in the way whether you're chasing a big one or just taking in the sights. Whenever you're out on the water, make sure you and all the crew put one on. Marine Rescue New South Wales volunteers saving lives on the water.
Just run along here with the side scan and marked a few Barramundi just sort of sitting in here. Well, Barra, could be finger mark. What do you reckon, mate?
Yeah, I think we're in for a good chance.
I like the confidence, that's for sure. So Jack and Dale are throwing some vibes back up into the tide, and I'm going to quickly rig up a live bait rig and one of those live mullet we got in the cast net. I'm just going to drop it out here. So the tide's going that way, so we sit a live bait there. It's actually perfect. The wind's sort of holding us side on to the current, so always want to throw your vibes back up the current and hop the vibe back into the way the fish are facing, which is into the current, and the live bait can sit out there. So fingers crossed.
Oh, yep. Oh, yep.
Oh, go son.
Oh, he's a good fish.
Hang on. You went in there.
Oh, he doesn't feel real. It's like he's rubbing on something.
Go, mate. Dale's got himself perched up on the back there. What are you thinking, mate, a Barra?
I'm not 100% sure. We whacked it like a Barra, but now it's sort of playing up like a trevally or finger mark or something.
Yeah, right. Run round if you got to come down here, bud. Here's the boat, Dale. Go, son.
Nice fish.
Oh, wow, that's a... Yeah, yeah baby.
Nice work.
Yes.
That's a cracker.
Awesome
That
fish.
is a cracker. How's that one that you got a minute ago?
Busted one off.
Jack had one on and it just jumped, and it was actually still jumping around, had that prawn style vibe hanging out its gob. So hold that up there, show everybody what a cracking looking Barra. So you missed a good one there a minute ago. So we've marked them on the side scan, electric motors down, and there's the result, hopping that vibe down the current. I've got a live bait out as well. So we're covering a few options, but I'm going to quickly get that's about 10 minutes we've been here.
Yeah, not long at all.
All right, we'll give this fellow a drink and let it go. Hold that up, show everybody.
81, 2, 3.
86.
86.
Well done, mate. All right, let's get this fish back in the water and swim off. Well done.
Oh,
hey,
thank you.
It's good stuff. All right, grab that, Barra.
Let him go, mate.
Good stuff.
Awesome.
Where we're popping him, you reckon? Just out
I reckon
there.
just here.
Just there.
Beautiful. Oh, that's big.
Fish.
Oh, wow.
He's got to be close to the metre mark.
He's a cracker.
Here you go, mate. So sort of fishing reasonably light tackle for this, I guess, to a degree against the snags. 30 pound braid, 8 to 15 kilo spin rod and a 4,500 size spin reel. And what size leader we got on there? 50 pound.
50 pound, yeah.
So you're right, mate. Go round.
Jump
Dale.
around that side.
You're the boss, man.
Whoa.
It's really important not to sort of high stick your rod when they jump, isn't it? Keep your rod nice
try
and low.
keep 'em.
It's one of those things when you're fighting saltwater Barra. It's a cracking big Barra, that one. And
Good fish.
Let's have a little breath there for a minute.
The
Wow.
pressure. Oh,
Wow. That's insane.
Wow.
that's the solid fish.
You grab the net with us, buddy. Let's go. Oh, yes. That's got to be a meatery.
He's up there.
Surely. Hey, well done, brother.
Cheers, mate.
Good
Well
angling.
done.
Thank
That's a
you.
good fish.
We just used the electric motor to get us out of trouble. You parked us again there, Jack.
We're spot locked again there, mate. Yep.
Get in there and lift that up. Show everyone what that looks like. That's a lump. That's that. You can see that shrimp, so it's well hooked, jammed down in there tight. But that's what we want to see. Lift that up. That is a big, heavy fish. Wow. Oh yes. Have a look at that. That is
a
sensational.
Stonker.
And that's a lure caught Barramundi, fishing in this sort of delta system. How many in this part of the world? How many creeks and rivers actually delta here? Like there's just so many.
It's endless. Yeah, there's so much area. That's the best part about the Burdekin.
Now that's a cracking catch. Have you been catching some ripper fish lately? Then send your photo into our Alfab's Cracking Catch competition at the Real Action Facebook page. To get you hooked up every week, we're giving away a Penn rod, reel and line combo, an awesome Scanstrut Rock wireless phone charger and inflatable waist belts from BLA, along with some great gear from Valvoline to keep your marine engine and trailer lubricated. Righto, bud, let's give you a fish a quick measure. Give it a drink. What's that going to measure? Oh, and it's bang on the metre. Yep, I'm giving that a metre, that's right. On a metre.
Thank
well
you.
done, mate.
Cheers, mate.
Woo. Off you go. Oh. Expectations pretty high here for a crab or two. So we've had our pot sitting out for a few hours now. And there he is, there's the float there. Got it.
I'll grab that.
Yep. Well, I'm excited. Well, nothing I don't think. Just mud. Nothing. Oh no, oh there is one in there.
Beautiful.
Jacko? Woo! Oh, that is a big mud crab. Swing that around.
It's a male, eh?
Yeah, well, that's right.
That's a good looking crab, that one.
Hey, that is a good looking
boys.
crab. See if we can get him out. Right, so he's out.
Yeah, then you want to,
So put your hand flat on the...
yeah, and pick him up by them flippers. So you can see here, he's a male.
Oh, right, cool, so that's good.
A nice crab. He's got a bit of a Maltese cross there. That means they're pretty full. And you check their segments there. They're all hard, so that he's a good crab. He'll be full.
He'll be full.
You can
There's
tell.
plenty of meat in there too, I reckon.
He'll be
but
a really good
you
crab.
do not want to get bitten, so that's the correct way to hold
Yeah.
them there like that. So measuring wise, how do we measure him?
So across the carapace.
And they've got to be...
15 centimetres.
Oh, he's easily legal.
Yeah, he's a good crab, that one.
He's a big crab, that bloke. So show everyone the best way to tie one up. When I say tie one up, you're closing his claws up so he
pulling him
can't
in
bite
against
you.
the body here. So
Yep.
yeah, he's secure. He won't bite anything.
Give us a demo.
So you want to put your foot on top of him there, like that.
Yep.
Hold him in place. Get your string, and you want about 2/3 on your right side, 1/3 on your left side.
Yep.
And sort of trap it under your foot there. Come around.
Yep.
Shoe his nipper like that. Pull it down under, and then around under both his flippers.
Both his flippers?
Yeah, and then with your other side, come around in the nipper like that. Pull it in, and just a granny knot on top there. Pull everything in nice and tight like that.
Use your toe to clench
Yeah,
it.
and then 2 knots on top. And that's him tied up.
Wow, how good. So now it's safe for somebody like me to handle it.
Yeah, you're fine.
That's amazing. So that was as easy as that, and that's a tied up crab. So would you cook that crab tied up like that?
Yeah, so you
So the nipper's
dispatch
not
him
gonna-
and yeah.
Yeah. So you put them in ice
Yeah,
slurry
nice
first?
slurry, and yeah, they'll go to sleep. And that way they don't shed any legs or nippers when you're cooking them.
Yep.
So they stay whole, and yeah.
Perfect. And boiling for how long?
About 12 minutes once it comes back to the boil.
Yeah, right.
So,
Once it
yeah.
comes back to the boil. Check that out.
Yeah, that's a sandwich there.
I reckon that's a pretty good sandwich, that one. Dale did prepare some earlier. Look at these fellas. They're all cleaned, ready to go, and that's what's going to happen when we cook our crabs. Thanks, mate, for bringing these along. It is.
No worries at all.
It is time to have a feed. I'm going to tell you. How good is that? The Burdekin region has delivered. How good.
That is beautiful.
So we just pulled up here to a spot where we think we can catch a few barra, and you can see them sitting on the down scan there. They're barra there. Look at those two there.
Nice fish.
Barra there, and you see them on the side scan as well. Just probably they're just going back off through there now. So yeah, down scan, side scan, that's what it's all about for barra really, and at the end of the day, that's where we want to see them. So we're just going to sit, tide's coming in, wind's going to hold us a little bit sort of cross the breeze, which is probably perfect in this big boat. So we're in the 7600 plate boat, and quite often we'd be out. It's pretty windy offshore at the moment, so this is a great option here to chase some of these barra, and there's plenty there.
Here you go.
Oh, nice fish. You want to get that net?
Oh, wow.
Good fish, mate.
Yeah, it's good fish.
I'll grab the net. How good is
We're
that?
just talking about those prawn vibes, and Dale was talking about using a prawn style vibe and just letting it sit on the bottom, and I actually slowed everything down that I did and just paused it and sat it there, and I just lifted it off the bottom. Whack! Coming over this side, mate, swapping sides. There, there he
nice
is.
fish. Oh, I like bait rod.
There he is. There he is. Oh, bit of a swirl. Get him, bud. Yes!
Oh, good fish.
Woo!
Good work, mate.
Thanks, mate. Oh, stoked. That's my first Barra on one of those prawn style vibes.
They're doing the damage today.
Let me up there.
Oh,
All right, that's a bit of a lump
he's a
too.
thumper.
So I've got a good lip grip, and he's pinned him right in the corner of the jaw. If I can lift him up.
That's a beautiful fish.
Look at that lure. One thing I did do, slide in here, Dale. Dale set the bar reasonably high with our Barra fishing the Burdekin episode. And if you have a look at the colour of that lure, just have a quick look there, it's exactly the same colour as the one he caught his on. Fantastic. Get this fella back in the drink. Oh, go on. Off you go. Go on.
Got him.
Oh, you got him?
Got him.
Mate. Oh! Wow!
Good fish.
Hey! You
Wow.
see that?
Oh, that was crazy. Go, son. Wow.
Another nice Barra.
Yeah. Where you going, boss?
Oh, I'm going this way,
Going
mate.
this way?
Across this side.
Oh,
wow.
nice fish.
Big
There's
Barra.
the result.
And just pull the hooks.
And just pulled the
Oh,
hooks.
bad luck. How was the jumping action there? We
was
didn't
cool.
land that one, but I've got to tell you, that was the most spectacular fish we've had. Yeah, it was a big one too.
That was a good one. That's Barra fishing, but
That is. Oh, there we go. Something on the... We've been fishing the lures, but also had the live bait rod out there. I'm not sure what this is,
Let's get the net ready.
but it's swimming around. It is... Oh, it's a finger mark.
Beautiful fish.
Finger mark. Come on.
Yes. Good fish.
Now, we were hoping for a finger mark. We're talking Barramundi,
Yeah.
and we thought we might get one. So part of the Janet family, one of my favourite ever fish. I don't know what it is about these fellas. I think it's my great mate Shane, who's a gun photographer, took a photo of me with a big one of these once upon a time up this part of the world, and it's one of my favourite pictures. Ever since then, I just love them. But I'm a big fan of mangrove jacks. These fellas, mangrove jacks, and these fellas are virtually close cousins. And you can see just the jack's really quite red, but that is a beautiful looking fish there. He might be going home for a feed because that's a beautiful eating fish and well and truly above legal. That
Yeah.
one. Got him, boys.
in there, mate.
Yeah.
I'll crank in.
Oh, he's swirling around on the
Good
surface
sized
there.
fish too.
Oh, boiling around. Come on. We're using the electric motor. We're just sitting here parked, so no noise. And that fish, just got to try and work him back up this way if I can. And as you can see, our light's starting to get down a little bit, that light at the moment. So, oh, come on. Come on. Oh, there it is, boys. Ready for a net shot? Net shot.
Oh, good fish. That is a beautiful size fish. Good work, mate.
Wait, swing that up there. What a beauty. Oh, I cannot believe how good this fishing is. It's insane. That's another lump. Jacko, come over here, mate. Give us a hand.
You got him in, mate?
Oh, I've got him in, but I just got to be careful with
That lure just popped out.
Look at that.
Had the pliers ready.
Grab that out of the way. Just shows you, so when I was fighting that fish, you've got to keep even tension on that fish the whole time. That fish wants to jump, rod tip down in the water, and just continually lead the fish around. As soon as you give a Barra some slack, that lure will go flying out. They're so good at doing it, and it hasn't fallen out, but it's all but just fell out there now. So we'll sit that over there, and look at that. That is just a morsel. Oh, he's been knocked around. You can rebuild him. We can fix
It's
that.
got another couple in it.
Yeah.
Definitely.
We'll sort him out in a minute. Have a look at that for an afternoon Barramundi.
That's awesome.
Check that out. That's a magnificent big saltwater Barramundi. We've been fishing the Burdekin region, Air, Home Hill, places that I've driven past before. the fishing options here, the Barramundi fishing is supreme, as you can see. The crabbing is absolutely red hot as well. Thanks for that feed of crabs before,
No worries, mate.
Dale Varner, Michael Guest, the stowaway, Jack Nolan. We're having a great afternoon. I tell you, I reckon there's another cast left to go yet. I'll get this bloke back in. You've been watching Real Action. See you next time. Woo! All right, bud. Off you go. Go on. Go on.
Real Action brought to you by Dog Pro Plus. Look after your best mate with a complete and balanced diet. Hyundai high performance forklifts, smart technology and safety, they're the driver's choice.